Ah, the perfect base location. Strived for by many, but never reached by most. Having a hard time using your brain to think of a good one? Maybe you don't have a brain. Either way, you came to the right place. Because I, Cherry Bomb Gaming, have come to you with the top 5 base locations in PEI. Number 5 is a location that we all know, but never visit. Mostly because the loot there sucks, and it's out of your way. Number 5 is in fact the wrecked ship on Holman Isle. Now I know what you're thinking, but nobody goes there. The rooms are easy to defend, and the base is easy to disguise. I can guarantee you that somebody will find it eventually, and that's why it's number 5 on this list. The basic layout of the base is just a vault door in the doorway of one of the inner rooms. Nothing else. You have to put a door frame down, but that's the base. I also recommend the sentry, as there is only one entrance, and although a safe zone radiator isn't mandatory, I highly suggest putting one down. Number 4 is a strange one, and a lot of people don't realize its potential as a base. In the same way as the attic base in Crovia State is virtually unraidable, this is kind of the same concept, although it is raidable. And it is the broken prison cells in O'Leary Prison. Now let me tell you, this is a pretty good place for a base. Think about late game when you have the ability to raid a base. How many times have you decided to completely raid the prison and go inside? Maybe once or twice. So it's not the most hidden base, but it's pretty easy to defend. The genius behind this base is that you can't get into the cell without putting down a plate or something. So what you do is cover up the entrance and make it so you can't shoot the claim flag inside the cell. This is very important, as this will be your most important line of defense. After that, a vault door might keep them out for longer, but if they get the claim flag, then the base is screwed. Number 3 is pretty stereotypical, which is why it didn't get a higher spot on this list. Number 3 is the crane in Alberton. Now I know what you're thinking, wow, this is a terrible spot, everyone can see you. But can you honestly say that if I added another small gray box on top of that crane, you would notice? Unless you're looking for the base, it is almost perfectly camouflaged. Now the base that I made, as you can see, was kind of rushed, but the most important thing is to make it look like the map as much as possible. That's basically the base. Put a sentry if you want, but this base uses the expression hide in plain sight, and it brings it to a new level. Number 2 goes along the same lines as number 3, although it does so in a better way. Number 2 is also in almost the exact same spot, Alberton. Where do you completely hide a base? Underwater maybe? Well, that will work until someone who doesn't have a shit computer comes with their water graphics on Ultra and sees the base as easily as if it was on land. Number 2 is in fact an underwater base, but it is under the ship in Alberton, making it virtually impossible to find. That's basically number 2, just an underwater base with a bit more protection. Although it is a simple concept, you'll be surprised how often it works. Now number 1 is pretty commonly known, but how often do people really check it? Number 1 is under Confederation Bridge. You can make this a water base, or just hang it from the bridge, which is what I chose to do. This works because when you're on shore, you can't see it, it's out of render distance. So basically, you have to be looking for a base in this exact location, or else you won't find it. You can also make it as defendable as you want, and that gives you a little extra boost. Well, that concludes this video. I'm not making any promises that you won't be raided, but if you do, don't take it out on me, and don't be a pussy about it. Also, why hide your base anyway? Grow a pair and put it in the middle of Stratford. Anyway, that concludes the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment any more base ideas that you have. Thank you for watching.